Hey guys, I got a pretty big compilation of bosses for you here. I have most of the Pinnacle bosses in the game. I managed to get a Tier 3 King of the Mist, Tier 2 of the Logbook boss, because that's all I've found so far. A bunch of Tier 4 Breach Lords, and even one with 6 people in the map with me. I was a little bit nervous about that one, but you'll see how it goes. I have all the normal tech, the mana remnants to make sure you don't run out of mana. I have it with different variations of weaponry, using the tanky helmet, seeing what kind of difference that makes. And I even have it with, I just wanted to get this little piece for testing here. I think you'll enjoy watching that. It's a lot more DPS, but it's also, well, sneak peek. It's not very nice for survivability, but
energizing.
I have everything here put in place. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this helps you decide which way you want to take your build going forward, and I hope you enjoy the video. Talk to you later. That's everything swapped out and turned on. Unfortunately, charge and fusion isn't going to be that much of a difference. Neither is Hand to Chaila, I don't think, but this is definitely for min-maxing based on what I feel comfortable doing.
We that dreamed. We in nightmare. We that are one. Fate lies truth.
Based on the tech that you heard earlier in the video, most likely. Yeah, very much so worth it. I can definitely tell I'm tired because the last time I tried to do a min-max map, I forgot to swap out the rings. I got the proper rings in, but I left one of the slots for Hand to Chaila at the base there. But oh well. This here is, well, close enough. That last slot is not even used for really anything other than just mana cost or something. I don't even remember. I'm too tired. There we go. Oh, I got hit. So that's damage without really anything missing. Full min-max. Good to know. Alright, next test. Just to show you, I got my bossing rings on, but I'm not really swapping anything out except for Grim Feast. A couple of seconds swap. That's all.
That dreamed. We in nightmare. We that are one. Fury unleashed. Thought and motion.
Use a single mana potion again. It's doing pretty good with elemental invocation to keep it actually put together. Damage is still really high. I just need to remember to hit Tempest Spell a little more often, but again, I'm very tired. So one more test to do. Seems I need to do one more test without doing too much here on the Pinnacle boss here, because I've been informed about this staff, and it is most definitely a huge damage improvement with the 12% increased weapon damage, or from the 5 strength there. It gave me about 35k or 32k more DPS unbuffed from my Tempest Flurry here. It might even be worth it to swap out Rage for something a little bit beefier, but as it stands, this is a pretty good setup. I'm going to check this out, see what it feels like. I expect good things. So just attacked, hit Avatar, drop the ball. Gotta remember to do that in the right order. Especially if I can hit the bell. There we go. I dropped it in a bad spot, that's my bad. But as you can see, when I actually did it right, he nuked hard. Oh man, that's quite satisfying. When you drop the ball, or the bell, actually aim correctly, that helps a lot, as you can tell. This staff, well, it's a very noticeable amount of damage. Alright, so I wanted to show off what the more survivable, with 16,500 energy shield walking in with a big helmet would look like, as opposed to using the Lux and Crest. Got my boss rings on, I got my Grim Feast swapped out for mana remnants, nothing else has changed. Just the normal. Gonna check it out, see how it feels. Gonna try and take a shot to the face. Just not dodging, not doing anything, seeing how it feels.
We in nightmare. We that are one.
Relentless assault!
Zesh.
I cannot.
Well, I actually need to use a single potion there. Surprising. But yeah, still feels very smooth, very easy. The little bit loss of damage means I have to actually hit the mana flask one time. And you still gotta remember to hit the bell. I'm really terrible for that. I don't realize how fast it runs out when I hit the elemental invocation, but yeah, this is a very safe setup. I didn't even get hit a single time, but the fact that you don't need to worry about getting hit means you can just stand there and do damage instead of having to dodge around and lose DPS. So it is an alternative. Gives a huge boost of damage. 2,000, nearly 600 energy shield when you're overcapped. Very valid option. I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, I like it. I'll probably use it. Okay, so this is test 1. Pretty big damage increase. I'm still using the tanky helmet with this chest piece here. Good weapon. And I swapped everything out. These are my bossing rings. Let's go.
We that dreamed. We in nightmare. We that are one. Thought by thought, destiny unwinds. We that fail.
A little scary. Because if that fist falls on me now, I just die. But it went pretty smooth, that one. I'm gonna try it again one more time with a little more damage. Alright, final showcase. The most damage I can muster. I know I can still get better gloves and I can get the better amulet, but for right now, this is what I got. Tier +4, level 82, Breach Lord, with Black Sun Crest and Morior. I don't want to get hit. I got no health.
We that dreamed. We in nightmare. We that are one.
Fury unleashed!
Tire.
Not yet.
Sheep. We that fail.
As you can see, that section's a little bit easier with blink off because you can actually dodge roll behind them. When you got blink on, it's pretty hard to go. Anyways, that's that. So I finally got my very first audience of the king. I have done this twice before because I had bought them at way too expensive of a price, but I guess finally getting this jazz allowed me to see one, that or else it's just a coincidence. Either way, we're gonna do this. We're gonna check out rank 3 audience with the king, level 81 area. I'm going with my full bossing setup. Meditate is definitely the way to go here. You take off Grim Feast and you put on Mana Remnants. Let's do Crux of Nothingness and hope I don't die in the darkness. Oops, I messed it up already.
Not yet.
Where are you? Oh, there you go.
You are seen.
Let's just charge up try very hard to not get stuck in here, and we got out. Perfect. I'm doing a pretty poor job of this fight. But, this should be better here. That's better. All you have to do is actually put the things down properly, and it does well, but oof, that was bad on me. What do I get? What do I get? Some boots. An omen. What's the omen do? Only suffixes. Okay, so that's terrible.
I am the doom at the door. You purify.
That was easy. Oh, he's coming back. Very nice. I think that's Fallen. I love that shield back in Path of Exile 1, if it's the one I think it is. Alright, so final thoughts. Breach Lord. He's down. He's a really fun boss. He's got like 33 million health. He can hit like a truck, and when you're going overly damage reliant like this, he can easily take you out with the first shot. There's a few ways how to actually minimize this and make it a lot easier. So the hardest thing to avoid is when he charges up the 3 purple bursts, and those he usually does if you stand far away from him at the start, which I would do when I was using Hand of Chayula. So if you want to avoid that, stay close. I've actually found fighting him a heck of a lot easier without the Hand of Chayula cursing and weapon swap tech. If you just stand on him and you smack, you drop a bell, boom. Either he does a really easy spell to avoid, like when he does the big area thing with the expanding ring, you don't even need to avoid that, you just go in there and you keep hitting him. If he does like the giant hand, you have a large damage window, and that's the one where if you have blink it's actually nicer, but that one same when he spawns all the hands, but he never gets to that point. But for the most part he'll do that single air burst charge up attack. I don't know if it would have killed me at this level of life. It definitely won't kill you with the normal tech when you are rocking this much life or even this much life. You're still doing really, really good. But when you're going pure DPS, like I gained over 200,000 damage. That's like 50% damage right there. But I also lost like 50% survivability, so that's the trade-off. You also lose all the wonderful, wonderful active heralds to use. Like didn't use blank, didn't use herald device, which I never do, but you know, it's give and take. So I would suggest not rocking blink against this guy, because usually you're going to kill him so fast that he doesn't have time to do the giant hands slamming down technique. But if he does, is blink on. All you have to do is once the hands spawn, you pop to the other side, and then they need to cascade towards you, and usually you're really safe over here, or over here, or any other area just away from where they spawned initially, and then you pop back in right on top of them. Other than that, yeah, I don't even need to use any mana potions since switching from Castle and Shock to Elemental Invocation. And again, Elemental Invocation is just vastly superior because it triggers Rising Tempest completely. This is probably the best bossing combo, Invocation with Rising Tempest on your bell. I have all these on here. It would be more damage if I took Close Combat off and put on Concentrated Effect, but that's just me being lazy and liking Concentrated Effect while mapping. It would probably be a lot better if I swapped the other way, but don't need to be absolutely perfect when he dies in 6 seconds. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and now I guess you're gonna enjoy watching me get absolutely smacked by the boss with +6 people in the map. It wasn't a good time, but I had to do the test, and it was very worth it. But damn, that group damage scaling is nuts. See ya. Alrighty. I'm trying to do a level 84 Breachstone here. I'm just gonna go rock with my boss stuff here so I don't need to swap as much. Let's try this.
Shock!
So far it's looking pretty smooth. Yeah. I think even with +4 people, this first area is going to be no problem whatsoever. The boss may be a different story. I guess we'll find out. Oh. I guess I need to pay attention to what I'm doing to my mana. Can't just hold it down. Rares are definitely more tanky. See how bad this gets. Oh, out of mana. Definitely gotta be a little smarter with it for sure now. These guys are barely doing anything, which is a good sign.
Relentless assault!
Because I was hoping to see how it works without a whole team of people helping, so. Yeah, this is holding up pretty well. Let's hope it stays as good against the boss. Guess we'll find out. Right now I'm not using the super tanky helmet, I am using the... What is that belt? Let's go. That's a lot of loot for everybody in here. See if I can get him so... Okay, now we're gonna make the swap. Turn off Herald device, put on this guy. Let's go to town.
We that dreamed, we in nightmare, we that are one.
There we go.
His message burns in
Relentless assault!
curse of the broken sun.
This thing will let me dodge. Oof. That was rough.
The red fire blooms. We are fury.
Nope. That's unfortunate.
Anticipation.
Well, that's that.